I'm saying finna be 26, young and turn August. I am in unk status for real, but it's like I'm still young and turn. So what the fuck is you rushing for? But it's like I always have this rush where I'm feeling like, bitch, you're not elevating, bitch, you stagnant right now. You got to get moving. You got to keep on keeping on. What is next? We see what is it? We see what's about to happen next, okay? Okay? We see what's about to happen next, okay? Okay? Like, what's next? What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the Kyrie Garage Sheet Show. And I'm so glad that you decided to come back for more. So, what up? What's up, y'all? Today drained me. Last week drained me. I just been drained, okay? I've been drained. It was just a week of tough combos, right? Just tough combos. And it just really was a lot because I ain't had tough combos in a minute. Okay, what else was up? It's just been feeling like there's been a crossroad of like what step in life is gonna happen. And it's like frustrating, but it's beautiful at the same time. Two things can be true at once. Okay. That's really what was up. I didn't have a tournament last week. I went to some pro-am games and explored some new connections outside the villa. Because I'm open. I'm not closed off. You know what I'm saying? I'm not closed off. I may be talking about somebody one time and another time I'm talking about somebody else. You know what I'm saying? So we are still exploring new connections. Yeah. So what happened was me and Bessie got into it. Me and Kalei had a tough combo. And then I went to therapy as well. And I cried in there. And it's just like, then I was on my period. It's just like all of that, you know what I'm saying? And the pattern of myself is I am a giver, right? And this is why people, fuck me and like being around me and like my energy because I give energy where it's needed. I take the back seat a lot. I don't, I can dominate a conversation, but if I see other people dominating the space, I take the back seat. I go ahead and sit in the back and I don't like to tell people how to drive from the back. I just hang out. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I've been in this whole hangout mode and not really hanging out, but supportive. Let's use that word, supportive mode. Kalei just tore her patella tendon, fully ruptured. Nina is still grieving, and who knows when that's gonna end. I got my mentee, and I give to him daily. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like I'm give, right? And I just felt like, who gonna get at me? Who gonna get at me? That's how I've been feeling. So I just go, bottle that bitch up, shake that bitch up, and then I be ready to open that bitch up, throw that bitch. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. And then I get in the mode like, who gonna help me? Who gonna be there for me? And I just had to have some conversations. And in therapy, it's like I said something like, I ain't got nobody. I ain't had nobody to, rely on lately. Because obviously I've been support system for a while. And I'm trying to use my godmom. Like I even like reached out to her and I was like more direct, like, hey girl, I need you. You know what I'm saying? I need you. And that was more of a call where it was just like, no, I need this now. You know what I'm saying? And I don't usually do that. And then I was in therapy. I was like, yeah, I don't have nobody to talk to. And then my therapist, she go, no, you do. And she was talking about herself. And I said, oh, that's why I'm here. Like, what are you talking about? And I just want to know, and maybe this is a question for later, but like, Do y'all be calling y'all therapists and stuff outside of the allotted therapy session? Because I don't do that, and I'm not. And I just started maybe like, I don't know. Has it been like a month? And it's like we cool. You feel me? Like we cool, but I'm not in a space yet where I'm like, ooh, let me call it there. Hello? Like I'm not in that space yet. You know what I'm saying? I just am like, oh, like that's weird for me to try to call outside of the allotted session or to try to message outside of the allotted session if it don't got nothing to do with the session. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like there's people who do that, but I don't know none of them. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know none of them. So I'm just in a weird place about that. And she be saying, like, at the end of all the sessions, like, hey, if you need me, blah, blah, which, it's like a script, it feels like, but like she do mean it. She do mean it, but it's like, do I girl, I'm not gonna call you. That's where I'm at right now. I'm not saying I can't get there. But right now I'm like, I don't got it to really just be like it just feels weird if I'm gonna call her up, like it's my friend, I'm like, this bitch just got me fucked up and da 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 da. Like, mm. So then I get on the screen and sometimes I'll be like, yeah, I had a good time, and I'm like, it drained me. Or I've been needing to tell you this and this and that. And then she'd be like, we could have scheduled a session, da, da, da. And I'm like, girl, like, I don't know. Like I'm getting comfortable, but like not comfortable enough for that. You know what I'm saying? But positive, I've been doing therapy virtually and I'm gonna go see her in person for the first time. For the first time. So that should be different. It should be more of a vibe, more intimate. So I'm excited for that. Is that tomorrow? No. That's later on this week. Today only Tuesday. It should be like Wednesday, Thursday. You know what I'm saying? So there's that. Then it's like I just feel like there's ebbs and flows in relationships, and I've said this like multiple times this past week. And like sometimes it's 50-50, sometimes it's 80-20. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I can't do no more math right now. 70-30. The point is, it ain't balanced all the time. And I feel like it's like rarely like really like equally balanced. You feel me? And I just feel like I've been on the lesser side. I've been more support and I've like held stuff in because of the seasons that my friends are in, right? And yes, is it a me thing? Yeah, I feel like it's a majority a me thing. And then on top of that, I just feel like, no, it's not my time. You know what I'm saying? It's not my time to be talking about stuff and and doing all that. And then I get back, well, hey, you need to tell me. You could tell me, you could come talk to me, like I want to know about your stuff. But then at the same time, it don't feel like that because of the situations that's going on. You know what I'm saying? Because I could sit and yap to Nina about whatever the fuck, but right now she don't give a fuck about whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? She don't give a fuck about whatever the fuck. And then with Calais, with her, I was like, girl, you never by yourself. So I'm supposed to talk to you. How am I supposed to talk to you if you ain't never by yourself? We don't never have that intimate one-on-one, yeah. You know what I'm saying? We don't be having that because they love the peeps. The peeps is always here. It get down with the get down, which is they jam. But it's like I'm more reserved, like in general, in my day to day, I'm more reserved and I'm more private when it comes to my info versus they like to share. Sharing is caring, and that's okay for them, but not for me. Sharon is not caring over here when it comes to my info. So when I tell her certain stuff, mm-mm. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, you don't tell people certain stuff I tell you, right? And then there's been lots of times where it's like, oh, we still haven't talked about this. And I'm like, yeah, well, there hasn't been a time. You know, she lives on the freaking couch 90% of the time, her leg uneven. It's not funny. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro's been cooked right now. She go up her room at nighttime. That's really it because it's too much going up and down the stairs. And then we got roommates. It's a roommate sitch going on. You know what I'm saying? So to have an intimate conversation in like this wide the fuck open space that everyone is coming in and out of, you know, got the password to the door and all that stuff. When we supposed to talk? So she sent me like a message during the week. It was like, "Hey girl, like come and talk to me." And I was like, "Okay, we need to go have like one-on-one time." And she don't do a hug, so I grabbed her hand, I squeezed it. Okay, I said, "This is my hug." You know what I'm saying? Because we do need to have some chats. And we work together. We live together. You know what I'm saying? Our close friendship is continuously growing as I've been here longer. So there's just a lot of things that need to be discussed. And I am more confrontational than she is. She's not confrontational at all. So a lot of times when I come to her, I'm like, "Hey, so," and she's like, "Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God." And I'm like, "Please, please, we're not in trouble here. We just need to have these chats." And I don't think sometimes she realizes, or even other people in general realize, because I can come off as confrontational at times, which I don't really feel like I am. I just do it because I have to. But it takes a lot for me to get to the point where I got to even say something off track. I go to the library and I be bring to the room, right? When I went to a room and the people be in there past their time, like one time, the first time I said something to somebody, it probably, I kid you not, took me like 7 minutes to muster up the courage to say, "Hey, I have the room rented. Get out." You know what I'm saying? Like, and then I got better. And you know what I'm saying? I'm getting better at doing it, but it's like, sure, it might come off direct, but I just want people to know how long I may be in my head before I actually say the shit. In my head, I'm calculating, I'm analyzing, I'm thinking about the approach because that's one of my gifts is being able to reach people on their level. Um, That's why I was like a leader in or good at like team sports because you can't talk about or even coaching or teaching. Like you can't talk to this person how you talk to that person. I may be able to cuss this person out in this manner, but the next person they might cry when I do that, and I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? I might have to be like, "Girl, hee hee hee," with one of them, and then the next person's like, "Everything's dead ass serious." You gotta read the room, and that obviously stems from back in the day where I was walking on eggshells trying to make sure the whole situation was figured out. So everybody was cool. You know what I'm saying? So then it turned into a gift of what the fuck was going on. So it's like back to the like we have conversations sometimes, but it had been a while since we had conversations because she fucked up her leg and all that stuff. And I'm like, "No, dude, like we gotta chop it up." And needless to say, I cried, she cried, Nina cried. We crowed together. We crowed together. No boo-hoo cries. Maybe when Nina a little boo-hoo because we kind of got a little, you know, that's my dog 10 plus years. We get to it. And, but then we bounce right back. You know what I'm saying? We bounce right back. And that's the good part about our relationship. It's like we have taught ourselves, and we talked about this, like we've taught ourselves to fucking have healthy communication, even if I need a second. But we went through the trenches first, where it was like it wasn't good at times. You know what I'm saying? It really wasn't good. There was silent treatments. It was like, "Bitch, you don't want to be my friend no more. We don't gotta be friends." Like there was an era of that. You know what I'm saying? We moved past it. We moved past it. Now is there times like last week I need a second. We kind of got into it, and I said, "I'm gonna hang up on you now." And I just hung up, and then I didn't talk for maybe 2 days, maybe three, but I think that's a stretch. And then we came back, and now we're all right. But it just be like that sometimes, because I needed a second. And then like me, I always think about the situations, and like I feel like I have to gently come at people now, or not at people, at my people. in certain areas because I want to be able to reach you, right? I want to be able to reach you. I get told often that I have pretty direct communication at times, or often. You'd be the judge of that. I have direct communication, and it can come off like, damn. And I'm like, I'm working on it, but I'm also able to come at people in a good manner. So I don't know what's going on over there. I don't know what's going on, actually. So yeah, there's all that going on. And then it's like the beauty and the sadness or is the word sadness? I don't know. Maybe it's just like mixed emotions of new possibilities going on because I wouldn't say I have sadness fully. I would just say it's like tough, right? You close in one chapter, you could be closing one chapter, and you could be opening a new one. Like, I could be renting out my first apartment by myself ever. You know what I'm saying? Living on my own for the first time by myself. I could be doing that. I could be overseas. I don't know, right? But I've given myself a deadline. Me and the Lord talked about it. I tried to go past that deadline, or I tried to speed up the deadline. But then with Melissa walking me down, she said, just get to the deadline. So it's just like, there's mixed emotions because it's just like, it's a frustrating process. But it's like, I'm not mad at whichever way it's going to go. Do I want it to go one way overseas more than the other? Yeah. If I'm going to keep it a stack, yeah. I'd rather, move overseas than into my apartment more right now. But I'm not mad at living on my own. I ain't never done that shit before. Overseas, I mean, I lived in a hotel room, but that's not really by myself. And I've always yearned for my own shit. My own shit. You feel me? So it's like, I'm not mad about it, but it's like I do want something a bit more. And then as I go through my day to day and I wake up at 5 a.m. and I get to the bag and I'm like, what is for? Because if it ain't for me, we can stop this shit right now. You feel me? Like, we could stop it right now. We could get this show on the road, big dog. Just directly come down and say, bitch, this is what it's finna go on. But I know he ain't built like that. I know he ain't finna give it to me straight like that. I wish, but it ain't happening. So I have to just keep on keeping on. Keep on keeping on. And it'll all work out. Let it all work out. And yeah, so like me wanting to speed up the process in therapy, we also talked about like how I am older, like maturity wise, due to the circumstances of my life and the experience that I had to have when I was a young buck. But I'm actually young in turn. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be 26, young in turn, August. I am in unk status for real, but it's like I'm still young in turn. So what the fuck is you rushing for? But it's like I always have this rush where I'm feeling like, bitch, you're not elevating, bitch, you stagnant right now. You got to get moving. You got to keep on keeping on. What is next? We see what is it? We see what's about to happen next, okay? Okay? We see what's about to happen next, okay? Okay? Like, what's next? That's where I be, because when I be in a certain moment, I start to get agitated. If I feel like I'm in a space, in a realm that's been doing the same thing for too long, mind you, I love a routine. But if it don't feel like I'm like elevating in any manner and I'm just stagnant, then I start to get agitated. And I'm like, it's time to move. It's time to shake and bake. It's time to make this bitch jump. Now, how we finna make this bitch jump, right? And we still figuring that out. But when I was a kid, right, when shit was just not giving, I just maneuvered ways where I was like, I'm just gonna head out. I'm gonna make some type of excuse, but a good excuse, right? I would be like, if I'm gonna go spend the night at Nina's for however long, like weeks straight, I'd be like, oh, I can't come home. I've got to get up at basketball in the morning, and I'm not getting on the bus. So shit like that. Oh, so I would always blame it on basketball or like a school event. Cause like, what the fuck you finna tell me? I'm 4.0 student. You know, I'm in student body government. I'm in BSU. I do dance. I do it all. I'm Tiana Taylor. You know, you know what I'm saying? Like, I do everything. That's what she said. I do everything, literally. So it's like I would just pin it on whatever I was doing and be like, yeah, I can't come home. Yeah, I'm not coming back. Yeah, I'll see y'all later. When you come home, I don't know. And then going to Arizona was another way. I was like, bitch, I could get up out of here. Get up out of here. And I didn't never have no like this. What is it called? Is it nostalgia? Like home something. See, I can't even figure out the word. Homesickness. Homesickness. I didn't have no homesickness until COVID, and I was like, oh shit, I'm really not gonna go back home. But now it's like, hey, they'd be like, when you coming home now? I'd be like, I don't know. And that ain't my home no more for real, y'all. I live in Colorado. You know what I'm saying? That's home base. That's where everything started. But like, I don't be in the town for real. I be in the town for real. Because you talking about. So now what? Summer Walker said, what she say? I gotta stay prayed up, prayed up. I need to stay prayed up and not put my faith in man, but my faith in amen, amen, amen. Hallelujah. Because that's really the problem. I'm like, so and so not doing this, okay? They don't got the final answers. Big dog do. Big dog gonna make it. He gonna make some shit shake. Which way, I don't know how it's gonna shake, but he gonna shake that bitch up like you got fucking Skittles in your hand, shaking the bitch up for you. You know what I'm saying? He gonna shake it up. He gonna shake it up, Rocky and Cece. He gonna shake it up, Zendaya. What are you talking about? I've had enough. Because I just be in here making myself laugh. Anyways, he gonna shake it up. Not these humans. Right? So I'm out here believing humans for what God gonna do. That's the problem. I need to stay prayed up and in my Bible bag. When you see me, know I'm in my bag. My bib, my bib. When you see me, I'm in my Bible bag. I'm in, hey, don't trip. Really, that's really what it is. And then just finding beauty in whatever the process is and the journey is. Y'all heard that song Journey by Lecrae? If you didn't, probably go listen to it. It's really good. But it's like what he said a line in there, it's about the journey, not the destination. It's about the journey, it's not the destination. Even when I got up this morning and went to the gym, I'm tired of shit. I'm like, it's the journey. It's the journey. Believe in God for the journey. He gonna take you to the destination. Believe in God while you're on this journey. He gonna take you to the destination, bro. It's gonna be all right. And honestly, I'm all right. You know what I'm saying? Grand scheme of things, I'm all right. And then just try not to feel bad about having my own things that I need to vent and talk about when it comes to my resources, whether that's my friends, my godmom, or my therapist. But I'm not gonna hold you. I'm probably not gonna call her outside of sessions no time soon. I'm just not there yet. So yeah, it's beauty in the struggle, ugliness in the success. Hear my words and listen to my signal of distress. Don't get me started. So yeah, that's really. So now what is just like keep doing what you're doing, no matter what you're doing. I just gotta keep going, just keep going, and then just the fact that I had multiple conversations where we crowed together. We gotta bless that. I think I cried like 3 times last week. And I'm gonna blame it on my period too. So hey, don't fight me. Don't fight me, but I still will blame it on my period. A little bit, yeah. But did I need that? Yeah, I needed that. You need that? I needed that. So I have a question. Do y'all be calling y'all therapists outside of the time slot? Because I don't. I don't. See you at the crossroad. And are we like, what part of the journey are we in right now? And what part do you think is like really beautiful about it? Or is that not something you can see until you get to the destination? How long you feel like you've been on your journey? I feel like I've been on my journey for like a cool año. You know what I'm saying? But that's okay. It's about the journey. So yeah, that's what I got. I'm done yapping. Gonna go do an apartment tour actually right now. Because you know what I'm saying? If I don't go overseas, I'm be ready to move right out of my life. Move it out of my life. Move. And this has been another episode of the Kyrie Gracie Show. And I'm so glad you came back for the shenanigans. Go ahead and come back from home. Get at me.